And we are live.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all already know. Sixxcess. JmoneyGibbs.
It's the one and only Jzabel DaTruth. We live.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the section.
I'm gonna knock your mama out. I'm gonna knock your mama out. Ooh,
Hey,
I'm gonna knock your mama out.
you better be careful doing that.
I'm gonna knock your mama out. Ooh,
Hey, mama, it's like mama said knock you out. Now I'm gonna knock your mama out.
I'm gonna knock your mama out. What's up, y'all?
I ain't lying to you. I ain't lying to you. Hey, you know what? That is a great way though to start the show off with that mom and teen in Chicago. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. What you got for me?
I'm gonna get back to that. I want to start with these. What's been going on with you? Well, how was your weekend?
Man,
At work.
my weekend was long as I don't know why, man. I'm back on the radio. You know how that goes. We're doing a TV show now, so we're doing a lot of work with that. It's just busy weekend. This is a busy weekend. I actually got some sleep on Sunday, a lot of sleep on Sunday because I just didn't really do anything yesterday. It was too hot, too annoying, and I'm trying to reset myself after a busy week.
Oh.
What was your week? What was your weekend like?
Well, after going almost 2 weeks without a car,
I
got my vehicle back on Friday.
Okay.
Just it is new. I'm so happy they fixed like everything, almost everything, so I could take my car on the road like I want to this summer. Other than that, I pretty much chill. I think I chilled with my mother on Saturday, and I just haven't been feeling well, so I pretty much been like a house potato. So
Our boy J Money having the best week ever. Miami, Orlando. He just traveling all over the daggone East Coast South.
I mean, you gotta live your life for real, for real. I know.
Live your life. Hey.
I was talking to somebody, and I was just telling them, you know, like they're worried about, like they're into more materialistic stuff, like name brand, Gucci, like all that stuff. And they was, you know, we was talking, and I was like, see, I don't waste my money on shit like that. I waste my money on plane tickets. Hence why I have more memories than just materialistic shit. So it all depends on what interests you, though.
Yeah, because I hate traveling.
Really?
I literally hate traveling. Everything about it. I mean, the best part is the destination, but jeez, I hate traveling. I'm always a designated driver.
See, I don't drive most of the time. I fly. So it's like no work.
Listen. It don't matter.
I actually was in Atlanta on Thursday, but I was so sick, I couldn't even really do nothing. I came in, I flew in the morning, and I flew back out that evening. Speaking of which, shout out to my cousin for taking care of me. Thank you so much, Sugar. I love you. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm like, I love to be on the go. I like meeting people. I like seeing new things. You know.
I only like doing things. I like doing things, but I don't like to travel. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like everything I do, I drive. Even if I fly there, when I get there, they're handing me car keys.
You're the man. That's
yeah. Yeah, I just never get to just ever enjoy a trip. So fuck that. Even when I went out the country, that was weird. They drove a boat the whole time.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm just not a real good traveler.
So let's talk about these BET Awards. A lot of people are upset.
A lot of people are upset.
Yeah, a lot of people are upset. They have a lot of stuff to say.
Listen. What do they expect from the BET Awards now? And I'm going to tell you like this. I saw something interesting, but that's not what I want to talk about right now. But the question, ghetto or fun? I'm going to have to say a little of both. I had the most fun when I was back in the ghetto. Not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something about being too uppity that's just not fun. So I'm gonna go a little bit of both, ghetto and fun, for the win.
So, so to me, I feel like the BET Awards, it's honoring Black art, and culture, whatever that entails in the entertainment industry. This
Yes,
is not the NAACP Awards. This is not any type of scholar award show. This is an entertainment award show. And
correct.
a lot of Black people are like, oh, now Tyler Perry got it. It's all ghetto and whoopty whoopty whoop.
Yep.
And I feel like that's disrespectful. I appreciate him bringing it back to the culture. Actually, there wasn't too much like rainbow stuff going on. It was just, just straight up entertainment. But I want to play this clip because anybody that knows me know I go hard for my girl Sexy Red. I love her authenticity about herself, like her just being herself. Even though she didn't get to perform on stage,
Thank God.
she said, F that, I'm going to perform anyway. Let's go, girl.
That's why they asked us to get her.
Good thing I wasn't there. I'm like a nigga with a chip. Wow. Give me a
Turn up, sexy.
Look at Krishawn. Like, that shit was fun. Look. That shit good. Why is they hating on my girl Sexy Red?
That clip looked disgusting.
You said
That's what I'm saying. That's ghetto. That's some ghetto fun right there. That's some ghetto fun right there.
okay, so did you watch the entire show? Like she had the
Hell no.
She had the crowd more hyped than everybody that performed on that stage. Tell me I'm lying.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to
Show me a
you.
clip where the crowd was as hyped as that.
When Buster did, don't this shit make my niggas wanna jump, don't push it.
Outside of Buster though.
Okay. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. What do we expect? That the BET Awards was taken over by strippers last night, or the night before last, or whatever happened. It was taken over by strippers.
You think so? How could you?
Girl.
She's not even a stripper.
Yeah, right.
She's not.
Okay. What is she? An escort?
I don't know. I think that the award show, I want to talk about something else in regards to the award show too, because what we did see is we saw a lot of glam looks on the red carpet. We saw a lot of new artists that didn't have stylists.
Mm-hmm.
And people were dogging them for not having stylists.
They should have. Listen, a lot of people should have paid stylists. You can tell who did though.
Right. So my whole thing is, this is the Black Entertainment Award Show, right?
Correct.
I don't understand why Black designers weren't highlighted.
All right.
Why were, like, from my aspect, and not to make this a race thing, but I'm thinking, more people would have showed up with maybe, there's Black designers all over. Why not choose, if we're going to honor our culture, why not even choose or make a theme? Like I was thinking to kind of suggest a theme, like, support Black businesses, Black designers. Y'all showing up with the same stuff that y'all will wear to the other people's events. And I'm like,
but half of them wouldn't be invited to those other people's events. Those people would not be invited to get Grammys and things like that. They're not going to those events.
I don't know. To me, it's like we kind of, like, we spend our money, we give our money to them for our award show. We give our money to them for their award show, and they don't even want y'all wearing their clothes for real. They just using y'all to sell it to the rest of the people.
I'm not going to lie to you, though, right? Here's a quick, fun question. What Black designers are award show ready?
That's a good question.
I mean, like, you want them to get up there in a t-shirt and sweatshirts with somebody's press on it?
No, there are some prestigious black fashion designers. I would have to do more research on that. But
Correct.
I'm sure there are designers that could have possibly designed their outfits, or the guys for the guys or
Well, I mean,
whatever. I don't
look at
know.
the two top designers that they highlighted, Dapper Dan and Jane Ambrosius. Um, those people, when they dress you, they're going to make sure you're in what is perceived as the best. So on that type of stage, they're going to be wearing what is perceived as the best because they're trying to highlight that that's where they are in life. And unfortunately, there are no black clothing designers that will be even in that level, right? I
You
mean, think
know
about it.
why? Because you have to like that's my whole that's the perspective I'm coming from. How will these black designers get to that level when our own people ain't even supporting them? Like
Well,
you'll
they
rather
support them.
spend $15,000 or $20,000 on a dress from this person as opposed to wearing something that's just as nice from a black designer that's not known.
Well, they support them, but they only support the black designers who work for the bigger brands. Like Dapper Dan was designing for like with Gucci and stuff like that. So you talk about Virgil Abloh, he was with Louis Vuitton. So
But
for
see,
real, that's
I,
what they wear. They wear the brands that support black people. They don't wear the brands by black people.
they wear the brands that use black people to sell their stuff, basically. So,
Every brand uses black people. Black people are the most marketable people in the world.
all right, so let me clarify what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, I just think it would have been nice to highlight more black designer brands
Yeah.
overall. That's all. It's
Yeah.
just my whole perspective.
I want to know. I want to know what the black brands are. Like the black top brands, like the black top designers.
Mm.
Somebody let me know.
Now, second highlight.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. So I was receiving text messages that Patti LaBelle was messing up the words to the song.
Mm.
Now, I know that America is going to hate me for this, but I didn't know the words to the song. I couldn't tell you if she was singing the right words, the wrong words. I didn't even know Tina Turner music like that. So for
For
me, it
me,
wasn't.
for me, I found it very disrespectful. Um, and I'm starting to look at the older divas in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
talk about women empowerment and unity and such. I'm not sure if Patti LaBelle and Tina Turner had a friendship or a relationship, but I'm sure they wouldn't choose somebody that was her enemy to do her tribute.
Correct.
I feel like the younger artists, when they did their tribute to Tina Turner, they learned the words. They tried to put on their best performance within the time frame that was allowed.
Right.
Patti LaBelle was disrespectful, and I'm about to show you guys why I say that.
Did she do it like so? Yeah, I want to hear what Patty was doing. Was she trying to put us? It looks like she's looking at something and can't see it. That's her. Learn the words.
No, you got to hear this part, right?
You're simply the best. That's all I was waiting for. I'm not gonna cap, young. I know no other words of that song but simply the best. Boom, 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 boom. Better than all the rest. Boom, boom, boom. And I don't know nothing else. I don't know nothing else after that. Swear to God. Swear to God.
Tina Turner is probably rolling over. I mean, the gifts, the memes were hilarious.
Okay, okay, like so realistically, whose fault is it? Is it Patty's or BET fault?
Uh, what do you mean?
I mean, like, was there some rehearsal to verify that she knew these words, or did they just pick her up there and and hope that she could read the jumbotron and all the words rolling down like karaoke? Because that's what they theoretically had her up there doing, karaoke. So why didn't they make the words bigger for her to be able to see? She's a grandma.
I don't know.
And there is no button that BET can press to make the letters bigger when the artist says, I can't see the words. Oh my God, I'm trying, y'all.
That is so disrespectful. Like
It
that
is.
is so disrespectful. How dare you? Like how dare
For
you?
years, I have never understood why they bring other artists up to do these tributes for these artists. You know why? Because as an artist, I can count how many artists that I know probably know other artists' songs. Most artists do not know other artists' songs. Lil Wayne don't even know his own damn songs. So
Which is understandable, but at least the beginning of the song, she could at least memorize 4 lines. Like
yeah, I ain't
four
gonna hold
bars.
you.
You couldn't memorize 4 bars of it and then be like, play with it and simply
Yeah.
they her voice was perfect for the song. I would
Why?
say
Why they set her up with the words in the background though?
mm-hmm.
Cause she could have held the mic out to everybody and let them sing. She ain't have to be like, I don't know the words, y'all. I'm sorry.
Just now that was definitely ghetto.
Bruh, that joint set Patty Pie's back, you know. She set Patty Pie's back.
Now I do want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
As a married man,
Yeah.
you had a period in your life where you were possibly dating or weren't married as of yet.
Yes.
Is it disrespectful? Well, before I get there, who is one of your favorite female artists?
Oh man, Beyonce, Cardi. Those are my top two.
Okay. So
If it's one, yeah, Beyonce and Cardi are my top two.
let's say you get to perform at the BET Awards.
Yeah.
And Beyonce
It's in
is there and she's performing. Do you feel like it would be disrespectful to your partner to fan out over Beyonce in front of her? And I want to ask you in both aspects, as a dude in a regular relationship and as a married man.
So let me tell you what's crazy, right? Because I had to be at this question was asked to be on the flip side. How would I feel if she found out over a guy? Now, we all know that it's different for a guy to fan out over a female artist than a female artist or a female to fan out over a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's just be real here, and I hate to sound sexist or like a pig, ladies, but y'all control the cards of how far that shit's gonna go. like now, so I totally understand someone's reaction based on what's happening behind closed doors, right? So for me, if I was to see Beyonce and the wife was with me, she already know how I'm gonna be. She knows it's gonna be I don't know. She better not touch my hand because it's going to turn brown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not washing it for a while. I don't care. I'm going to try to commemorate that moment as much as possible. And I would like to expect that if she sees someone that she was a fan of, she would do the same thing. It's the respect factor of how it goes, right? But there is one little thing that I'd like to address. In today's world, there is ways to make these things weird, right? I mean, like I think about it like, okay, some would say, well, they just took a picture, no numbers were exchanged, right? Well, a tag was, and a tag goes straight to your DM, which is, there, and then in there can happen anything, right? So, but let's just be realistic. A man going after fanning out over Beyonce is going to be a lot different than a fan fanning out over, let's say, a Sexy Red or Ice Spice, right? I mean, because now those are possible things that could lead somewhere. If we're in the same area to where we're on the same grounds or levels, or if I'm higher than you and I see that you're a fan of mine, that could really lead to other stuff. So The question is it disrespectful? It's all based on how or what happens behind closed doors. And it also, you know your folks. You know what your partner weaknesses are and strengths.
So rumor has it JT and Uzi got into it at the BET Awards over Ice Spice. She came out today and said that no, it wasn't because of that. It was because someone said she had got up to go fix her dress. When she came back, the seat fillers was in her seat and she was frustrated or something like that.
Correct.
But you tell me if this looks like what this looks like to you.
Did you see the fans comment that was sitting behind them?
Yeah.
So that's why I agree with JT because of the fans statement based on what happened. I agree that JT was not mad about Ice Spice.
Okay.
He called that nigga a fucking groupie.
All right. You're not fucking phone, bitch. Fucking goofy, I'm done. Bitch. What's wrong with you, bitch? Give me your phone.
Bitch ass.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. To be quite honest, Uzi dropped the ball heavily there. Right? Because if I come back and my girl doesn't have a seat, I want to make sure she has a seat first. I'm not gonna sit down, get cozy and comfortable, take pictures and talk to the chick sitting beside me and while my girl doesn't have a seat. And guys, it's a fine line between looking like a groupie and looking like you trying to go out to, be the next little thing in the situation. So, but it's kind of unfair because us guys get it really bad when it comes to that.
So that looks like she just didn't have a seat.
Well, that looked like she was
like her responding to just simply going to the bathroom and her seat being filled.
Man, yeah, do kinda. Like, bro, like you that much of a groupie or you that much of a bitch ass nigga that you not gonna make sure I have my seat and you sitting down talking? Like, bruh, get your little ass up and make sure I get a seat. Stop trying to appease everybody because you just want to rock.
So how long do you think she stood there waiting for a seat? And you think she just came back and he just ignored her and was all in Ice Spice face? Or?
So based on what I read that there was a big musical chairs issue when Lil Uzi came on stage. And I read that once Ice Spice performed, it became even worse with the musical chairs type situation. So I really don't know. I don't think it was so much as about her not having a seat as opposed to her seat being now Ice Spice, Uzi, someone else than her.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Because I said at first it was JT and Uzi sitting beside.
Why would she call him a groupie and a bitch ass nigga and be so done with him over?
I'm trying to. It seems like men get way worse nowadays just for trying to do the right thing. We get called all types of shit. Like, so I get why she would call him a groupie.
You got a cape on right now. I don't know. From my perspective, I feel like, women sometimes can be a little, like sometimes you misread a situation, or maybe he was being slick. As soon as she left to go to the bathroom or something, maybe that's when he took the opportunity to do all of that stuff. Because I feel like if she was sitting right there and Ice Spice was sitting next to him and he was getting a picture, I don't think she would have reacted like that. But the minute I get up to go fix my dress, I come back, I don't have a seat, and you all in this bitch face, it kind of could look like he was up to no good.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They're the city girls. Do you think that it really mattered?
What do you mean?
Wait. Just seeing your dude talk to another girl could have sent her off. especially Ice Spice, Miss Coochie Grabber. She got the same move. Bend over, show the coochie, hand over it, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Same flow, same bars. Whoo!
I mean,
Ice.
but then Uzi did say what did he say? I got a bitch that looked like Ice Spice or something when he was performing. So
Yeah.
it's like people felt like he shouted out Ice Spice. Like, and one thing about
He did.
men, they subtly flirt. Like they're gonna let you know, hey, I see you, but I'm with somebody. So could that? I don't know. It kind of looked like that could have been maybe his chance, his opportunity, his one golden opportunity to say what he had to say to Ice Spice. Whether it be I want to work with you, whether it be you're awesome, you're great, I see you going far. But a lot of people are trying to make this beef bigger than what it is. They're trying to put Nicki Minaj in the middle of it and say that JT's mad because Nicki basically calls Ice Spice the princess of rap. Now, with bars and songs, who do you think is and I don't want to pit females against each other, but who would you, if you had to sit in a car for an hour, who would you listen to? Ice Spice or JT?
JT.
Okay.
At least I know I get the other girl that's with the JT, Carisha. At least I know I get two different sounds. I'm so tired of Ice Spice, but she performed 3 songs last night at that or whenever that BT was. She performed 3 songs, and only thing changed was the beat.
That's interesting because although I liked all 3 songs, I did feel as much as I like Ice Spice, I wish she would have did Euphoric, or she should have did that song with that white girl. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, that boy's a liar. Part 2. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I cannot make it. Like, okay, so I work on the radio. Everybody know I work on the radio. I have to play certain Ice Spice songs because they're in popular demand. But then it's like after a while, you're just like, and it's like, okay, god damn, that's worse than like you ever been like you ever had like one of those girlfriends just like talking, you like, damn girl, shut up. That's
no. I'm that girl.
That's what I was like she can just talk all day. She can be like, hey, so what do you want to do? Hey, that's what I did yesterday. Oh my goodness, you want to believe what I'm doing tonight? I'm about to cook something. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really good. You want to try something? You should try it. Oh, have you ever had it? Oh my god, I can't believe you never had this. Oh my god, calm down. I can't do it. Sound like one big run on. Now, everybody know I've been on record saying I do not like artists that have signature sounds, that just stick to a signature sound. Test the elements. Have fun with the music. The beats are going to help you out. Jesus Christ. Just stay safe with it. All right. Stay safe. I'm not listening to Ice Spice on no road trip. But I ain't going to lie to you. City Girls got at least 3 or 4 songs that I just like. That I like. And they give you something different in all of them. And that's a big benefit to having Yachty in their corner as the writer. Maybe Ice Spice needs to get with somebody. Maybe that somebody should be Uzi to help her write some different stuff. But whatever the case may be, hey, I'm definitely listening to the motherfucking City Girls before I'm listening to Ice Spice. And and we can't take Nicki Minaj saying Ice Spice is the princess of rap serious, y'all.
Why not?
Because that's her artist.
I forgot she signed.
I'm gonna tell you like this. All my artists is next up. All my artists next up. Ain't nobody touching none of the artists that signed to me. None of them. Not Face, not Bundles. None of them. So what we doing? What we talk about? They next up. If not up already. They definitely doing way better than a lot of the other DMV artists that I keep saying through DMV Hoods and News. They better check them stats.
So you know what was interesting, and I put it in a title because a lot of people was hating on Sexy Red, and they're like, her song's trash. Why is she even there? She's trash. Blah 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 blah. But I didn't see no DM. Did you see any DMV talent at the BET Awards, even in the crowd?
Brett Fires.
Okay.
And look, it's crazy, right? Because that was a petty stand right there, right? Because I knew what you was asking about rappers specifically. Especially since how it was the rap 50th, right? You expected this at least one. I mean, Wale didn't even fucking show up, young. That's crazy. That's crazy. And they just like went through everybody that broke an era in hip hop and did not have Wale there. Didn't have Rick Ross either. As a matter of fact, I was so offended that they had Jeezy up there. I was so offended that Jeezy was up there.
I was surprised to see that.
Surprise! He had no business up there. Jesus Christ. But I ain't gonna lie to you though, right? When I saw this on our list, like where were the DMV artists, I started to ask myself this question. What DMV artists deserved to be there? I asked my very best friend, I said, so who is next up in the DMV, right? Because obviously no one listens to me. Obviously no one listens to Sixxcess anymore. I don't even care. But I asked him, who is next up in the DMV? Who is it that you're looking at? He says, my very best friend says, the only one I think can make it out of the DMV is No Savage.
Still now? I mean, he about to be out in 3 years, so hopefully.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That is such a lost cause. That's who you believe. That's okay, cool. What do we gotta do? What do the DMV gotta do?
Well, my homegirl put me on to KP Skywalker, and I feel like he's pretty good. Like,
Who's this?
I need to listen to some more of his music to
KP Skywalker.
She was playing it. I was riding with her, while I was down without a car, and I actually was grooving, and I was like, okay, all right, I could see the potential there. But even outside of that, Sexy Red is not the most lyrical person. Okay, her songs are not aren't the best. Okay, or what people qualify as the best. But her grind is, right? So I was speaking to somebody in the comments, and they was like, oh, her music's trash. What moment?
Yes,
and I was like, music is an art form. I said, the song is catchy, right? Pound Town.
It's not a song. It's spoken word.
Who's not having sex, right?
Right.
Who's not having sex? Who doesn't like when that dude hit it from the back and probably pound that joint?
Well.
You understand what I'm saying? It's
It's relatable.
Right? A lot of females like dreadheads. The dreadheads do the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my coochie scratched. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Wait, is those the lyrics to the song?
Yeah.
Damn.
So basically, I was telling her, I was like, so you can be lyrical and nobody will remember your hook.
Exactly.
So if they can't remember your hook, it's not easy for them to like right now, everybody can be like, as soon as they come on Pound Town, just left Pound Town. Like, you don't even know what else she said.
First of all, I honestly need to, I hate to do this to all artists, but it doesn't matter what you say if you're not putting the money behind your music.
Hold on, and I had to tell her, I was like, and the beat is fire.
Well, my boy Takey made that beat, so
the beat is fire. My favorite line on that, what she say? Too many bitches, where the niggas at? Cause you go to the party and it's too bitches. So where the niggas at? You understand? It's relatable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their group of people that they relate to. That's why we have artists like the City Girls. We got Suki. You know what I'm saying? Pound Town, even though WAP, I guess, because Megan and Cardi have a different cadence in their rap.
No, they're better. They're better rappers. No, they are real. Cardi and Megan are real rappers.
No, Megan.
Yeah, Cardi.
If Sexy Red gets a writer, right? If she gets
he can't rap. Sexy Red cannot.
No. If she gets somebody to write her lyrics, right, and produce it, tell her the cadence in which to say the song like they do Cardi B.
No.
Right?
It's gonna mess her up.
I feel like she would be considered a better artist, but she's raw. For what she is, people relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody has their little niche, but DMV artists don't even have that much. Like, name one female other than Rico. That's all. We're outside of the Ricos, the Fat Trails, the Wales, and the Shy Glizzies. Outside of that group of people that took off.
And they didn't take off in the DMV.
There's not one. Who do we have that's even pushing themselves like that? That was another thing I told her. I'm like, she's moving around with this song. Like, she's linking up with people, going to Atlanta, going to this place, going to down south, Mississippi, all these places pushing her song. Y'all are sitting here waiting for people to come and find you.
Well,
we have talent here. You guys are just fucking lazy.
Honestly. And the DMV is not going. The DMV cannot break an artist. You cannot break in the DMV. There is no platform in the DMV to break artists. Not one. Miami, New York, Atlanta, LA, they break artists every day.
She's from St. Louis. That's what even makes it worse.
St. Louis has a
St. Louis, Missouri, right?
Yeah.
St. Louis. I don't know if it's Kansas City or Missouri, but over there, right? And the last people that came out of there was who?
The St. Lunatics.
How long ago was that?
But they still have a platform in St. Louis, though. A bigger platform than in DMV.
You think so?
Yes.
So you don't think
Nelly and the St. Lunatics still actually actively work in St. Louis, though?
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Like, there's nobody in the DMV that you can go. There's nobody in the DMV to push your records. To take you to the next level. They're in the DMV waiting for what's already made it. So none of that matters with a DMV artist unless that DMV artist is willing to do what Fat Trail, Wale, and all them others did. Go to New York, go to Atlanta, go to Miami, hone your skills, hone your craft, make connections, meet people, work. Because if you think that that's going to happen in the DMV, you're only going to meet more dreamers that's trying to make it. Now, you got some powerful engineers and powerful musicians in the DMV, but they can't help you. Their checks come from you coming to them. So they can't take you nowhere to get a check. They need you to come to them to get that check.
So, in all, what are you saying? You're saying that people from here, because people from here make it. So what do these angry, upset rappers from the DMV what can help them?
They need to get out.
Them to give up?
They need to get out of the DMV or give up. That's what I said on Represent. Like, I want to tell them all quit it because they don't listen. If you're not going to listen, then quit. Like, if you want to keep on making excuses on why you're not where you want to be or why you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Look, I had big dreams of being an artist, right? And I started to do it. And as I found out more and more about being in charge of your own self, owning your own publishing, owning your own record label, owning your own name, I started making more money. But also, what else started happening? I started getting bored with it. Because when I realized this, damn, I come down here and it's like a flourish of opportunity, right? Back in the DMV, it just was like hitting a brick wall every second. Even when you get hired, they're always planning. You meet somebody in the DMV, he's like, "Oh, we about to put together a tour." You meet somebody, we about to have the biggest record label ever. Oh, we about to That's what that keywords is. We bout to. I'm like, damn. What are you gonna start doing? And the crazy part is, they all know what it takes. They all know what it takes. That's why they moving how they moving. That's why they doing how they doing things. And you look at it like, oh, okay. They acknowledge that they need to promote. They acknowledge that they need to market themselves. But it's so many more artists that's spending $200, $300 on a music video that has 200 views on it. And I know y'all, I'm going to give y'all a round of applause because you feel good about yourself. But that's disgusting to the people that want to hire you.
So what do you mean?
That's disgusting to the people that want to hire you. That's disgusting to the people that want to hire you. It's disgusting.
They just started last year. Like,
I don't care if they started. I don't care if they started last night. I don't give a damn if they started last night was your first record, and you got 200 views on it. Congratulations. Try to move with that. Try to move with those 200 views and tell me where that go. Where that take you? Because see, the thing is, look, I'm gonna say it like this. The lower your numbers, people expect you to prove yourself. The higher your numbers, people are going to show you off. Y'all keep asking, how come he get to get paid? How come he getting booking? How come I got to open for that guy? How come I got to open for that guy? But then you go and follow that artist, and you're like, oh my God, he got 50,000 followers. Oh shit, his last video did 100,000 views. Oh my God, I'm about to open up for him. I'm about to be opening for him because he did 100,000 views. Go check him out. Oh, he did 1 million views in 2 weeks. Oh my God, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest rapper alive. But then you want me to talk like that about you with 200 views. You want me to have that same excitement about you. And half of y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Half of y'all, I'm not gonna call y'all out. Half of y'all, your videos are like that. And I'm looking at these young, I'm like, dang, I want to share it. But like the people I'm sharing it with, right? They ain't looking at your talent no more. They looking at what you doing with it. Because they look at it like you're playing around. It's like, have you ever like met somebody that was like, I could have been in the NBA, one of those I could be in the NBA players, take you to the basketball court, want to do everything at the basketball court and the pickup games and stuff like that, and then you be like, yo, why you want to go try out? Like I said, they do tryouts and walk-ons for the NBA all the time. Why you want to go down there? They never do. They never will. They just talk about the dream, talk about the goals. That shit don't go nowhere. That ain't going nowhere for nobody. We're in a whole new world now, young. That's why all of these women are surpassing all of the men. Because they're not at, y'all heard what Cardi B said? No one took me seriously. I put on my own money. I made my own tours. I paid artists to go on tour with me. I bought my own collabs. I did it all by myself. And now look at me. I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm a personal guru. Right? Look at the guys, man. I've been sending my shit out to everybody. Nobody fucking with me. Nobody trying to sign me. Nobody trying to give me a chance, man. I'm way better than him. I'm way better than him. I'm way better than him. I'm the best ever. Ain't nobody better than
But they do put money into themselves. They put money into their music videos and their jewelry.
Paying for a music video is not putting money into yourself. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. You do better. You do better.
Wait. Even better. They put money into studio time.
Mm-hmm.
And the video.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Half of them are not putting money in studio time. Half of them are recording on these.
And then going to get a mix and master.
If that. Have you heard some of this music? It ain't mixed and mastered. Some of this music not mixed and mastered. A lot of the artists, y'all send me y'all music to play on the radio. And then like I ask y'all, I be like, yo, is this mixed? And they be like, yeah, it's mixed. And I be like, all right. You can tell it's not mixed because I do a test before I put it on the radio, right? Y'all can do it too. Play it up against a song that's out there, a popular song. If you gotta, when your song come on, turn it up or turn it down because it's too loud for the last song that just transitions out, something wrong. Newsflash, something is wrong. That's what mastered means, people. Mastered means across all platforms, it sounds the same. It doesn't fuck up the thumb. Now you know, like when I used to DJ and we used to do the parties and shows.
Mm-hmm.
And they give us their music like, damn, what's he saying? All you boom, 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 boom.
Wait, when I was doing the what is the indie festival on Tuesdays? Oh my gosh, I had to keep running back and forth to the speaker, adjusting it, trying to make sure that the level for each and it's a freaking headache, right?
It is. It's annoying.
But I want to challenge you on something because you said nobody's looking at you with 200 views, and Tyler the Creator actually said something in contrast to that.
Go ahead.
He said that he actually found the artist, and the artist only had 6 views.
Yeah.
And he said, you never know who's looking. So,
congratulations, Tyler the Creator. What did he do with that artist?
wait.
No, look, for real. Watch the whole video.
Hey.
What did he do with that artist? Where's that artist now?
Like, y'all don't know how many people's pages I be on. I found Rex Orange County. Found that man on YouTube. I'm like, this is amazing. I had 6 views. You are talented. And that's happened so many times. You never know who's watching. So the thing that you think, damn, I put so much time into this and no one's seen it. Or, oh, was the payoff good? Like, man, you never know what that payoff might mean to someone else. You never know who's watching. Like,
Hey,
y'all don't know how
let's
many
rectify this, right? Let me address this comment that Tyler the Creator said. Yes, you only need that one view. You only need that one viewer that's somebody to make you a somebody. That is a fact. However, I'm more so confident that if we look up Rex, because he said that's who we found on YouTube with 6 views. I don't know what type of deal he gave Rex, but I'm pretty confident that it wasn't the same deal that Tyler the Creator got. Or let's just name anybody that got a lot of numbers, that do big numbers. You see what Scott Lip just locked in her record deal. Why? Because her numbers. On her numbers. And look at it now, on the damn big stage doing the same damn song. Back the fuck up. New York coming through. Get the fuck out of New York. Yeah, that's all.
That's not how it goes.
I don't care. That's just the New York rhetoric. It's this New York spitting New York hate. New York hate people.
I like it. Because it's raw, it's rough, like the old New York. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, living in between DC and New York, and I used to hate going to New York because I just thought they were just so fucking mean. I used to be like, I don't want to go up there. But her song just takes me back to my childhood Harlem days. It's real raw, rough, and it's an anthem.
What's crazy?
We have something like that. Like every time I see,
what is DC's anthem? DC can't have no. This nigga says, "Hey man, DC cannot have no anthem because DC is not a musical city. It's go-go."
So we can have like how it's Wale's song. I forgot which song it is. Is it Nike Boots?
Nike Boots that he ended up having to sell to Wayne to make it better.
So when he came out, he kind of did that. I feel like the next thing after that would have been either
Put him in the pocket. Put me in the pocket was the DC joint. Put me in the pocket.
What I'm saying is, why can't someone now create something that's hard, that's raw, that's like DC mixed with the? You know what? I'm gonna stop asking these.
Now, honestly, I believe this. It has been made in DC, right? It has been made in the DMV, but it doesn't have the numbers. So what do everybody in the DMV do when it doesn't have the numbers? Don't share it. Don't talk about it. They talk about what got the numbers. That's what the DMV does. They focus on what has already done.
If it's good, people will share it.
Yeah, if it has high numbers.
No, if it's good, people will share it.
But that's not proven.
It is proven. If it sounds like if 6 out of 10 people say it's good, it's going to get shared. Like if 10 people view it and 6 people like it, they're going to share it.
If the numbers are
only 10 views, no.
Nah, that's not that has not been proven.
if they really like, if somebody
Tyler the creator did not hit that share button on that video he's found with 6 views. He did not hit the share button. I guarantee it.
Tyler the creator, but I'm talking about just
No.
average people. Like I feel like average people would share it if they like
Niggas
it.
don't even share their own friends shit. You think I just
Because
listen?
they don't like it.
I like to see it.
Maybe I'm different.
And okay, and the people that will share something like that don't have viewers themselves, don't have a following themselves, right? Because there's a certain, if you have a following, you know there's a certain standard that your following is going to be upheld to, right? And there's certain questions that you don't want to open yourself up to. You don't want, like most people who spend their life bringing light to other people hate the question, why are you sharing this? Or who's this person? Explain this to me. When it has numbers, when it's doing like things, when everyone else is talking about it, the people that are in the know want to stay in the know, want to stay locked in, want to not be left out. When it's shared at a low view, when it's shared at low views, it's being shared by someone else who gets no views. You two are not helping each other. Just if you can't get no views, don't even press the share button on my shit. Sheesh. Shit just make me look way that says I'm in the crowd of the no viewers.
I don't know. I kind of look at that a little different, but yeah.
No, you definitely have a right to be nice to them. We have the platform to address it, but the reality of it is, we do it every day. What's the lowest video you done shared recently?
I haven't really.
Yeah, because ain't nothing.
No, the This Is Africa, that he didn't have that many views. He had more views like after I shared it. I think he got a few followers. But the This Is Africa freestyle, he didn't have that many views, but because I liked it, I was like, I'm gonna share it, and that's just, if I like something, I'm gonna share it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people ask me to share stuff, and I share it, but I only really share like the artists that I'm working with. I don't share other artists.
The only time I would share something that I may not really like is if I'm just promoting for someone or just trying to promote their stuff. But
Right.
outside of that, if I like it, I don't care who you are. If I like it, I'm gonna repost it.
I'm this petty. I've had artists pay me to promote something, and I didn't like it. So I go to find what I like about that artist and promote that, and let the people decide for themselves about the other stuff. I've actually had so many talks with artists like, yo, you should put this record, you should promote this record as opposed to this record. If they don't listen to me, I'll promote the record that I think is better. I'm not going to promote a record that I know, because I know my constituents better than the person asking me to promote it knows them.
All right, so trigger warning, get y'all asses up in here.
Hey.
In here. While y'all in here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe for me. So, I did a poll today on my personal page.
You did a poll. I think I saw that poll.
I found it very interesting, the responses that I got from men. So, fellas, if y'all in here, please, I want to ask the question before I get into the topic.
What is the Liberian remix? What is the Liberian remix?
Oh, the one, the This Is Africa freestyle that I was talking about.
Yeah, songs like that are not really made to be like real songs, though. Those are like parody songs.
I mean, well, I guess whenever somebody remix somebody's song, I don't know. He did the Scarlett, This Is New York, but you know how Snoop Dogg did This Is Cali?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did This Is Africa.
Okay. That's
right,
it's a little spoof.
Let's take this back. Fellas, if you in here, please, I'm going to ask the question. I want y'all to drop y'all answers. I'm not going to move forward until y'all drop y'all answers. When should a man get a paternity test for his child? Is it before the baby was born? After the baby is born? or I trust her unless she gives me a reason.
I didn't even know you could get a paternity test done before the baby is born.
Yeah, you could get they do that. I watch too much Law and Order SVU.
Okay. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. You should get that shit. If you can get it done before that baby born, you should get that shit done before you buy a damn pamper. If you think you need to.
Why you say that?
I mean, because if you think that you need to get a paternity test at any point, you need to get that joint done ASAP and often and early. And you know, most guys do know that if it be their baby or not. Most guys do know if it be their baby or not before that joy be born. And they know when the baby born, if it's their baby or not. They just choose to accept or not accept.
Still waiting. Y'all in here, drop your answers. So my poll was interesting. We want to talk about this. So I got 8% before the baby is born.
They probably like me didn't know that you could even do that.
42% said when the baby is born.
Mm-hmm.
And 50% said I trust her unless she gives me a reason.
See, those are the guys like that. Okay, and those are the ones that I was just addressing. That I said that they know if that baby not theirs. They just don't. They know if it's theirs or not. They're just not gonna pay any no attention.
So my question is, because you're a man, you know, I don't really know much about this. Why would a guy just believe? Like, why wouldn't a guy? What would make a guy get a? Like, what would make you in your past before you were married? What would make you want to get a paternity test? Like, what are some reasons that may make you, or you just one of those guys that's like,
Well, before I got married, they made me. Before I got married, they made you do it before you could put your name on the birth certificate. Then in the same breath, I think that's actually perfect. But I wouldn't have asked for one had they not made me for my name to be on the birth certificate. Once I got married, they didn't even ask anymore. It's just like, what's the child's name? It's my last name, you know. But the crazy part is, I think like we're in a way worse world than it was. Let's say my youngest child is 4, but when I first started, kids 21, right? So my 21-year-old, we're in a totally different world back from then and now, because the reality of it is, back then, it was like you couldn't see, you couldn't tell, right? If your girl was playing you, you had to find out by being out there. But today, I mean, like, it's DMs, it's so much evidence and paper trails to like know if your girl is not loyal or if your dude is not loyal. It's so much. And if you're only way you don't know is if you're just not paying attention. So yeah, I get it. If back in the day you got them.
I'm not sure if you know, but what are some situations where like a man wouldn't care if his name is on a birth certificate? Because I heard, I don't know if this is a rumor or not. Ladies, if you know anything about this, if you're in the chat, please let me know. But I heard that some women don't put the man on a birth certificate in order to get government benefits.
Correct. And some men don't sign so that they can't be taken for child support. Most women will put a man's name on the birth certificate just to get him for child support. You know, and the sad thing about it is, it's so much work that got to be taken into consideration to get a man's name off a birth certificate and all that stuff once he already does it, right? That's obviously that keyword, spending some more money that you got to pay, but that is what it is. Then it is. So that's why you got a lot of men just don't even sign that joint. If they're not married, if they're not together, shoot, it's on the woman. And I don't blame no man. I don't blame no man. Listen, I tell all y'all, if your girl get pregnant and y'all are not married, 3 things you need to do. Paternity test. Once you've proven that the child is yours, custody, and child support.
Mm.
Y'all need to do all three of them things for yourself. For yourself. Don't let that woman put you on child support. Put yourself on it. Especially if you don't want to be with her. But if you want to be with her, then make sure you have that custody paper in order. Especially if you're not married. And she should totally understand if you fill out a paperwork saying you want joint 50-50 sole and physical custody. And make sure you say physical and sole because they will screw you if you just ask for sole.
Okay. Let's watch this video right quick though, because
That's not why you team no kids, boy. Tell Iz click that link, bring his ass up here talking about some he team no kids.
Listen to this, y'all.
Let's let it play.
All right, the doctor walks in and tells me I'm in good health, but I'm sterile. I'm like, what you talking about I'm sterile? I got 3 kids. I don't make no damn sense to me. I don't understand I'm sterile. I don't know. It blows my mind. You know, I got 3 kids. One's 15, one's 12, one's 7. So I'm like, I don't understand that. So anyway, I go home and I just start thinking, these gotta be my kids. But I started thinking about the fact that every time we watch like those Ancestry.com commercials, they come on and my wife kind of always turns the channel. I'm like, oh, you always turn it. I notice you always turn the channel. She's like, those are stupid. They don't even work. And I'm like, anyway, I started really thinking. I'm like, if I'm sterile, and the doctor said I've always been sterile. It's not like something that it's always been genetically since I was born. I started thinking, I'm like, man, I'm going to have to go ahead and get these kids tested. You know, I really didn't want to. I wanted to believe that my wife wouldn't do this to me, but I have to get my kids tested. So I secretly get a little sample of all of them. I go to the damn, what is it, the Ancestry.com place or whatever. And anyway, get them tested. Then I think about this. My wife got a birthday coming up. We got to throw this big birthday bash. We already been planned on it. So, basically I got the whole birthday bash planned. And then basically what happens is I get all of our families there, birthday bash. I get the popular mixologist in town. Chief of police comes because he works with my wife sometimes at our company. So chief of police, this whole big thing. Because I want to make a big splash. It's her birthday, you see? So what ends up happening at a certain point, we bring the big birthday cake out. You know those big birthday cakes you see on the movies? Mm. One of those big ones. And then I had a woman come out and she hold up the sign that said, "You lying bee." And it blew everyone's mind. It blew her mind. What is this about? What is this about? And I was like, you know what? No, this is about? It's about the fact that this mixologist is his son. Hey, let me meet your daddy right here. I straight up had to tell him, this is your dad. Chief police, hey, this is your, so 15-year-old mixologist, that's his daddy. Chief police, 12-year-old, that's his daddy. And I was hurt. I mean,
what about the third?
I decided I just had to sleep in my car. Man. I couldn't be in this house. I couldn't be around her. Just all these lies. I mean, I've been raising these kids for 15 years. There's no way they're mine. They're not. I'm sterile. Like, so basically, I just, I'm in my car, sleeping in my car.
It's fucked up. He got to sleep in his car though. That's wild. Now I ain't gonna hold you. Can I say something real quick? I would have had the mixologist make me a drink, and the chief of police be ready to take me the fuck to jail. You telling me? You telling me? I'm glad y'all here. Make a nigga a drink. You get your test ready, because I'm about to beat this bitch ass. Hey, 15? You know what's
20 years.
To find out you've been sterile. To find out you've been sterile your whole life had to be traumatic enough. But he's gonna really be blown when he found out the word is sterile. I ain't gonna hold you though. Any man that falls for that trick, he goofy. I mean, first of all, he said his clues was when she would turn off Ancestry.com.
Right, but that's why I asked this question, is because if he trusted his wife, he trusted her for 15 years.
That's what he should.
Her.
That's what he should.
He didn't even question whether she was cheating, if she was. He didn't even want to know. He didn't want to know.
I just can't. I
And
just
now
can't believe
15
this.
years later, he finds out that none of the 3 kids are his, that he's been taken care of.
Well, he only named 2. We don't know who the third kid is yet.
We're gonna get to that, but the 3rd kid isn't his either.
This dude weird.
So my question to the fellas, at this point, what do you do? Do you continue to have a relationship with these kids, or do you allow the real biological fathers to now step in and you move on with your life? Drop your comments. Drop your comments. I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what the guys think.
Super stepdad. Ain't no damn way. You damn right, Agent 9. Ain't no damn way. I ain't gonna lie though, young.
I'm just saying, would y'all stay?
Y'all not gonna like my answer though. Y'all gonna hate me for my answer, young.
Would y'all stick around? You know, y'all built a relationship with these kids. They call you dad, or would you say my relationship with your mama is over, so my relationship with you is over? Like, how would y'all go about it? That's interesting. Because I know me, if I was a dude, you know, once my relationship over with the mom is over with you too, because that's how I am if I have godchildren. Like, once my relationship is over with your mother, my relationship is over with that child as well.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that, because remember I said that last week, even about your own biological kids. When the relationship is over with the mother, it's over with the kids as well. It's on to the next.
No, not biological.
No.
We not doing. I ain't co-signing that part. I ain't co-signing. What would you do if this was you? Like, what would you do?
All right, so here's my answer, young. And it's crazy because it's a double-edged answer that hurts either way. However, I would have that in my chamber. I would never tell my wife that I know this. I would never let my wife know that I know this. Right? Because you have all the control now. You're back in control. Also, you've already raised these kids. Either way, you're on the hook by law, right? Your name's already on all that paperwork. By law, you're on the hook. They only know you as dad. They're never going to respect these other men. You don't have nothing to worry about. As long as you're a good dad, you're in the pocket with these kids. So now, knowing that I can't make any more, I'm definitely going to stay in these kids' life that I've been in their life. However, now is the critical moment for where me and my wife's relationship takes our change. Because yes, I know that I can do whatever I want without any risk of bringing a kid back into the marriage. However, if she brings another kid into this marriage, I already know it's not mine. And that is when I'll get her. And that is when I'll take her for everything. But I wouldn't worry about the other ones.
You ain't shit.
I'm just saying, like, listen, young, look. Y'all gotta understand something. I'm not losing at all. I am a certified winner. 100%. Everything I've done, I win in the first year I do it. I played basketball, won a championship my very first year. I played football, won a championship my very first year. I coached basketball, won a championship my very first year. I started doing music, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was already winning awards, being nominated for Album of the Year with just having mixtapes out, right? So when I talk about this stuff, like y'all have to understand, I'm talking at the mindset of a winner. There you go, Agent 9. But her friends is too risky. This is your chance to really go out and test the waters with some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're free now to do whatever you want to do and know nothing can go back. But the reality of it is, she is now at the mercy because you know something that she don't know you know. And she has to move accordingly. But once you let all the cards out, this man went to go sleep in the car, for Christ's sakes. You think I'm gonna go sleep in the car because I'm mad? No. I'm not gonna even go out the way and take the outlandish birthday cake party to try to embarrass her. That's our secret. That's for us.
Hey,
what we got in the building?
Says Dream Chaser.
Dream Chaser. Hey, how are you?
What?
I look a little bad. I'm outside, a little rough, but
Now you good.
Now, I have a question. If you was a guy, would you stay and take care of the kids, or would you be out and start your new life?
Oh, I would take care of the kids, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. With new life, you go into a new life with no family. You're not gonna be able to make no more kids. You know you can't now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you meet another girl and she get pregnant, damn, you the fuck.
It's like, yeah, why did you start a family for if you wasn't gonna stay home? You know.
Yeah, just stay.
Okay. So now I have a question, because as a female, I want to know if there was a chance that your husband may not be the father of your child, are you still having that child? And if you do decide to have that child, are you going to tell him that it's not his child? If that's the case?
Dead. Yeah.
Well, eventually I probably will. But
Eventually? What do you mean?
Yes.
What do you mean eventually? When is eventually?
Well, if the father's doing his part as a child, as a father, then I'm not going to say anything because it's going to mess the kid's brain up. So eventually, meaning maybe when he gets older, if he wait.
Yeah, she's talking about when he gets sick and need a kidney transplant or some type of bone marrow, and they know that that's not his dad.
Hold on, wait. So you're in a relationship with somebody, right? Y'all having problems. You slip up. You cheat. Then you and your husband get back together, and boom, you're pregnant, right? At this moment, you know that it could not be his. You will continue to have that baby, and then once the baby comes, you're still not going to say nothing.
You talking about to the father or to the child?
To the father.
The father. We could go get a DNA test. I don't know.
No, like honestly, like I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you out the hot seat, Miss Dream Chaser, and I'm gonna jump into that. We had you play a guy when you first came on. I'll play a woman for a second. Okay. I'm absolutely not telling that man that it's not his kid. Why? Well, because it's that man's responsibility to check in and make sure that that's right. And 9 times out of 10, if you didn't see the signs on the wall, you kind of like got away with something, right? Now, you got to ask yourself this. If the other dude is so good that you would leave your husband for him and he would take you, that's the question that you got to ask when you think about spilling that bean.
I don't know. Is it pro-choice?
You gonna tell a dude to risk it for the biscuit?
I'm pro-choice. So if I was married or in a relationship and I cheated,
Nah, ain't no damn trans boy.
I cheated and I ended up pregnant, I probably wouldn't even. I would just, first of all, I'd probably take a morning after pill if I know me. And if I don't know that he came in me, then I think I would be going to the chop shop.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have the option to start drowning down some tequila and hurry up and get rid of that junk real quick, because like that's crazy. But I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like most women are not going to tell, because honestly, they don't know. They're sleeping with multiple people. They don't know.
But you could. So let's say I was pro-life instead of pro-choice, and I just had to have I was Catholic and I just had to have the baby. I think I would test the baby, to see if it's my husband's. Once I find out that it's not my husband's, I would then go check the temperature with the other guy.
Ooh, a secret testing.
But I think I would feel so guilty that I would probably just leave my husband. I wouldn't even say nothing. I would just pack up one night and just take my kid and go. Nah,
because we all know a mistake is not the end. A mistake is not the end.
Well, I mean, he would have to chase me to figure out why I left, and then I'd be like, "Well, I made a mistake. This isn't your child," and he had to beg me to come home.
He found you like 5 years later.
I'm not gonna be on the powerless end of things. Like I'm gonna I have a big ego. Like I'm gonna take that child and pack up in the middle of the night and be gone.
Right. No, listen, 100%. Yeah.
Well, it's for the guys. So if that was the case and the female did do that, would y'all consider, stepping up and being the father and not minding, or would y'all be mad?
It's all about when you find out, right? If you find out before a baby is born, you got all types of opportunities now to either move on or stay. Right? Once you make that the choice, it still goes on to when you know you have a whole lot more preparation. When you don't know, it's kind of embarrassing. So, and not knowing and finding out, I give it a time frame on. If I find out anywhere after a year of that baby being born, you know, I don't know. I'll probably leave. But anywhere after like 5-10 years, it's like I'm stuck. Whatever, fuck it.
Oh, wow.
So you guys heard the story. What do you guys think that he did? Do you guys think that he stayed? Do you guys think that he packed up and left?
He definitely stayed. I'm looking at his goatee and stash. He stayed.
What do you think, Drink
This
Chaser?
is a staying man. He bald headed. That's a staying man. What do you think he did, Dream Chaser?
Sorry, say that again. I was too busy reading comments.
You
Say
think
that
he
again.
left? You think he left or stayed?
Who?
The man, the father here that was married to for 15 years.
Oh, for 15 years. Who knows? It depends how the situation was or how the relationship was going.
It really depends on his employment status. I want to know what he does for a
Oh my
living.
God.
Nah, listen, y'all gotta understand. Broke niggas take way more than a fucking rich nigga all
Yep.
day.
That is so true. All right, y'all. Let's hear what he did.
Going to work, doing the normal thing I do.
Okay.
And I just was, running into different issues and felt the need that I needed to go. I really needed to go back to church. I just really wanted to do that. And was getting some good, like the preacher and a lot of different people giving me some good advice and some good guidance, kind of helping me to understand that, it's not the kids' fault. You've been there for the kids, you know what I mean? And, then I start finding out there's some problems. Kids are having problems in school because their dad's not there. They used to having their dad for 15 years. I haven't been there, so I start going back, being there for my kids and everything like that or whatever. But I have to let her know. I'm like, I don't know if we can work this out. I don't know. I mean, possibly, but I'm here for my kids. I'm going to try to be here for my kids because I feel like it's the right thing to do. That's what God wants me to do, and I think it's the best thing to do. So that's what I decided to do. Later on, and find out because I have a 7-year-old. We didn't know who his dad was. So basically, after a certain amount of time with the Ancestry.com, like other people will get tested and everything like that or whatever. And then I got an alert from the email alert. And I'm like, really? So we kind of find out that it's just NBA Hall of Famers. I'm like, I was tripping. I'm like, this can't be the case. I go and ask her, I'm like, who's his dad? She's like, yes, that's his. I'm like, because my son, my son, he can ball. He could ball, and I ain't got no athletic skills, But
his wife a hoe.
The thing is, me and my wife are still trying to work things out.
Oh no!
I moved back in, but I'm not in the same room. Luckily we have multiple rooms. I'm there for my kids, even though they're not my kids, but they are my kids. I'm there for my kids. I'm the only father they know. So I've been doing the best that I can with this whole situation.
One thing I'm not gonna do.
Now I ain't gonna hold you, right? Let me tell you what's so messed up about this situation, right? Damn, it's crazy because
not there.
Without putting out myself like that, I know what this situation is like, right?
I basically said it's about the situation. Hey.
And I'm not gonna hold you. You know where this man's mistake is gonna come in? Because these kids have to have a choice. Right? And it gets to a point in your life where you say, okay, yeah, this isn't my biological dad. And now if I know or don't know, why has he been different? Why has he left? I have to tell him. The question becomes now, what happens when these kids find out that he's not their dad and they want to meet their dad, especially the Hall of Famer? And what happens if they want more relationship with their own parent? And now he's not even with the woman anymore, or they're trying to work it out. But
that's deep.
I don't know. That's my whole thing about it is like sometimes kids are ungrateful. Once they find out that you're not really their blood, they can kind of like
get real mean.
Yeah, and dismissive of you. So It's really sad, but like I said, if I was a guy, I'd be out. Like, no conscience, nothing. Bye. Like, it is what it is. Like, and start a new life.
It's crazy because if he lived in certain states, it would not. If he lived in certain states, there's nothing he could do.
Actually, and his child, he's not obligated to anything. And my question to the guy,
in certain states he will be though. In certain states, no matter what, it's like community merge.
No.
For instance, the NBA YoungBoy, he can.
And my next question is, should he sue her for back child support for taking care of kids that she knew did not belong to him?
I ain't gonna hold you. If he can, he should.
Definitely.
But like one of my friends, he found out that his baby was not his after 7 years. The baby was a 7-year-old. He found out the baby wasn't his. He went and got a DNA test to prove that what he found out was accurate. And then he went to court. And the courts proceeded to still make him pay child support because his name was on the birth certificate and that was the only parent that child had known.
Nah, he probably ain't had no money to get no good lawyers.
Oh, he paid a lawyer, but he was the only father. Oh, I mean, the thing is, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know. I didn't know what the outcome was.
People are too sympathetic. Like, no, if she knew, like, she knew it was a possibility of somebody else's kid. So find that person to take care of the kid. Like, the disrespect of her cheating on him, not once, not twice, but 3 times with 3 different men and got pregnant. Like, she could have brought him AIDS, for Christ's sakes. Mm-hmm. She has no remorse. She has no care for, like, yes, the children are innocent, but that's her problem.
Yep.
That's why it depends on the situation. And if that situation with her wrong was bad, then yes, I believe. But if it's not her, if they could work it out, like he said, he was going to go to church. God is going to give him the answer what he should do. So
you're right about that. I need to know what he do for a living because obviously she's probably holding it down.
Well, like, nah, it seems like he holds it down, but I mean, he doesn't give me the weak man.
How with her sleeping with an NBA Hall of Famer?
I mean, yeah, but that's somebody and then get pregnant, That's crazy.
That is.
But you know what though? He could be a whole dog ass nigga, young, and we acting like he a hero. That's why his girl be cheating on him. He could be a whole trifling nigga though. So I mean, there's a lot of things that could be going on. We don't know.
That's no excuse. That is no excuse for.
But tell your women counterparts that because us men have been making this argument for years, Jzabel.
That is no reason for her.
Us men have been making these arguments for years. That is not fair. There's a big discrepancy in fairness when it comes to how men and women are treated in the legal system when it comes to family law.
Yeah, no.
And it's a damn shame because all these kids got his last name.
Well, I'm so petty. I would make them change their name. Like, I want to get back child support for wasting my time in my life, and I want money for pain and suffering. And
I do believe this though. If he wasn't sterile, if he wasn't a sterile man, because you gotta look at it like this: him being sterile means that if he's been with his wife for 15 years and he's in his 40s or 50s and he decides to walk out the door, he's theoretically saying, I want to spend the next 15 years alone.
No, he's not. Who's saying that he can't meet somebody and fall in love and they probably already have a child?
He won't have no kids. He got to tell this woman that he meets.
He can't have, those not his kids anyway. Like,
right, he can't have none.
Yeah, but he might could get with somebody that,
that has kids by another man too. He ain't gonna never be able to start his own family. And he has
family.
And cheating, and like honestly, like just the same way that cheating doesn't mean the end. Cheating doesn't mean the end, and he can't have kids. He got to figure it out. But I do like to point out that I have been addressing the discrepancy in females and men laws and how stuff work. It's not right. It's not right because that man would be ostracized in America if it was the other way around. If a woman got on that joint, talking, yeah, man, I met a man and he had 3 kids from 3 other women. I didn't know the whole time. We were together, married 15 years. He had 3 kids by 3 other women. That man would be a dog ass nigga, trifling.
Lord. That's the Lord.
How much time you got to fall in love is? You can't take your time. Love is something that just happens. You can't control that. And not to be funny, but sound like that man really love that girl. Like, what if she cheated because she was trying to have a baby?
You know what? That's a good way to look at it.
You never thought of that, right? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think
But
about
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm not gonna lie to you. The other 2 fathers, the chief of police, he'd be giving up some of those perks, right? Because he makes money. He got perks. He's got to be giving up some of those perkies. And definitely the Hall of Fame player. Bruh. Like we ain't gotta act like we not adults here. Yeah, I'm their dad. I'm the dad, but these your kids. You need to come over and teach your son some more footwork, some shit to get him in the NBA, help him get into college, right? And this damn cop, you need to come help your son. Dude, I don't give a damn. Do a fucking ride along. Like I now we can be adults about the situation. I don't know the other father who's the son of the mixologist. He may have the short end of the stick, unless his dad is the tipsy bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Agent 9, simp. You have to simp if you want it.
Now I'm trying to find this clip because I wanted to talk about what do you say? Russian to love. Yeah, no. So I find it funny that all the guys that said they're gonna wait to find out, this is you. Where'd he go? Where'd that man go? Let me just show y'all who y'all are. If y'all want to wait to find out if the child is yours, you don't want to test it straight out the cooch. This is you. This is you.
Yeah.
Get used to your life.
Nah, you assuming that no, wait a minute. Are you saying that you should test your girl out, period, if she gets pregnant?
Yes.
If no matter what, you should check your girl out.
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Why you don't believe women can be faithful?
It's not even that. Just like you should get tested. Like usually they have like marriage counts before you get married or before you start having unprotected sex with somebody. You go to get.
So let me ask you a question.
It's kind of it should be standard.
You're with a dude. Let's put a time frame on it. 4 years, because anything under 3 is like we're still new. I can say whatever I want to you. 4 years, you're with a dude. Y'all get pregnant. That baby comes 9 months later. He says, "You, hey, we gotta get. I want a DNA test
you
before I do it."
Tell me if he tells me he's being disrespectful. See,
hold up. A surprise DNA test is worse.
That's where that's where that's on him. But if he comes to me, he's like, yeah, I want to get the baby tested. Basically, you telling me you thought I cheated on you. But if you just want to be sure that this is your child, you don't have to tell me why you're babysitting, swab that baby's mouth. Like, I wouldn't have a problem with it. That's for you to find out. If you find out that it's not yours, you wouldn't find out because, like I said, I wouldn't carry a child that's questionable till it's full term.
Well, like the reality of it, you see when Kirk Frost did that to Rashida?
I don't remember. That was so long ago.
Yeah, he took her baby. He didn't know if it was his or not.
The youngest one.
While she walked out of the room and he had him in his care, he took a strand of his hair and went and had the baby tested to verify it was his. And Rashida was so hurt. And Kirk was so wrong. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing for sure. If a man is testing the baby, if a man is asking a woman about a paternity test or to check the baby, he's kind of admitting that he's doing something out here too.
You think so?
It kind of puts them in a bad position because the reality is trust begets trust. That's the only thing that gets you the freedom to do what you want to do by trusting your partner is doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Hold on, say that again. What?
The only thing that gets you trust is the trust that you give to your partner. I mean,
so he shouldn't even want to, like a man shouldn't. I don't know. I just think people.
If you gotta ask, you shouldn't be with her. If you gotta ask, you shouldn't be with her.
No, that's not the case. People slip up, just like men slip up, women slip up. Like
if he asks you beforehand, it's disrespectful. If he asks you to test that baby,
if you listening out there is like you like my little brother, I would tell my little brother get that thing tested. Trust no one at all.
Just also make sure you tell him don't ask her, sneak and do it because if he asks her for a DNA test, that's disrespectful.
That is.
Hey, if I don't think she got, if I think that she having another man baby anyway, forget the disrespect. I need to know.
Yeah, no. Don't tell her. Just do it. I don't know. Just do it behind her back. I would say.
Yeah, I mean, or be a man, and when the doctor comes in there, because they do, and asks who's the father, who wants to sign, do you want to sign this birth certificate? That's when you go into the room. And they do a little blood prick, and they come back and tell you within a few hours that you're the paps, that's your dad, that's your baby or not. And you go ahead and you fill out the application or the birth certificate and put your name on it. That's it. It's simple, people. It's simple. Let's not make it too tough. Let's not make it too tough. You ain't got to go out there and secretly Mission Impossible your baby.
I know you guys seen the footage of the young man who punched the mama in the face.
Hell yeah. Bro, that shit pissed me off. That shit had me tight.
What do you think started that?
You know what? I was trying to ask myself that. But what I've been seeing lately is stores and how they are carrying their customers create hostile environments, right? Like I've been in a situation where I was in the store trying to like make sure my shit was right, and instead of like customer servicing me out, they passive me on because they're trying to make money and just going to the next customer and moving on to the next person before I'm done. Now, I don't know what happened beforehand. But for that man to be still up there at that register and still trying to be up in that space like that, and like I think I heard her saying something like, I'm just picking up my food. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just don't think that store provided a real good, safe environment. And I don't think that they even went out their way to diffuse that situation. Like,
is it their job in Chicago?
Yes. Yes.
A violent, degenerate black man from punching a black woman in the face?
Yes. Get that lady her fucking
food. So they should risk their lives for people that they don't know?
It's not even a risk. It's not even a risk. It's like this. He was coming to pick up her food. And instead of letting that argument happen like that to that extent, I would have gotten her food immediately. Hey, hurry up and bring her food up here so she can go. Yes. Like, come on. Like, what are y'all still back there watching this shit?
You don't think that's what they were trying to do?
Didn't look like it. Didn't look like it to me.
The man was just staring at, like, he looked like he was instigating it, actually.
Yeah, he looked like he was just watching the show.
Yeah. See, he didn't say, no, that, no store, no, we can't have that, no, nothing.
So he can get shot?
Shit, I mean, like, these two didn't do the shooting.
He's in Chicago.
Oh, hey, listen, that's my point. These two did not do the shooting. And Chicago, what we've seen in Chicago, that shit is person to person. They ain't turning that joint against the business owners yet.
This is Chicago.
I mean, listen, that's furthermore, they know where they at. They should have got that lady her food and got her the fuck out of there. She placed her order in advance. What up, Brad Stocker? Hey, you already know. My boy got up in here. Listen, that you been highly secure person, right? And understanding how security works and like stuff like that. When you see this situation going on in your mind, you know something bad is coming up.
Most definitely. But you gotta look at where it's located at. It's not like, I mean, it's a spot in the hood. You can tell it's like a little carry-out joint. They probably can't afford to put a security guard there.
Correct.
Or whatever like that. Obviously, it's a high crime area, saying that, you know, Lil Youngin
had to be waiting in the car with the gun, right?
Right. So we got, I mean, it's a whole lot of, as far as that's going on. And then we're actually, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but what actually happened. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got no sympathy for that guy. None.
No. None. Me, hey, hello, hey, can I put my hand up? If it can go higher, I don't have enough for him either.
Well, let's rewatch this clip. It's a trigger warning to anybody that's sensitive. Trigger warning, but stay your ass in here. Let's go.
Nate, get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'll knock you out. Oh my God, I'll say one more thing, I'll knock you out. Say one more thing, I'll knock you out. Oh, Nate. Get your food. Get your food.
That'd be the day.
One more thing, I'll knock you out. Oh my God, I'll say one more thing, I'll knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'll knock you out.
Sorry, y'all.
I still don't even know what they arguing about though. Like that's what's the fucked up part. I still don't know what they arguing about.
So you know what irritated me is the fact that his family, this guy's family here,
Mr. Brown,
him right here, they're talking about he did not deserve to go. He survived by his mom and all of this other stuff. Brett Stacker, you said you feel no sympathy for him.
Not at all.
Do you have any sympathy for this guy that lost his life?
No, not at all either. No.
And Six?
Not at all. His mother should have taught him better than that.
There you go.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
That man punched that.
Like no remorse, right? Like he didn't care. No, he had no remorse. So why should we? Or why should she? She didn't do nothing to that guy at all. So whatever he deserved, everything he got.
Well, you know,
he wanted to show how tough he was.
I've been circulating different male spaces, and a lot of black men have been saying that's what she got. Black women need to shut up when black men tell them to shut up.
Damn.
They were there. They would have defended her. That's what she gets.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but that's a cool position to take, right? No, listen to me.
You're not my father. You're not telling me to shut up. I'm a whole grown woman. I have a son who take care of you. You're not my father. You're not going to tell me nothing. I could talk. God gave me the mouth to talk. If I want to talk, I could talk. So if he going to think you could shut me up, no, I'm sorry. No, that's dead.
I mean, like, at the end of the day,
so yeah.
At the end of the day, you know that lady could have, the same way we talking about the reality of it is she could have de-escalated that situation too. Right?
She probably didn't need to though, because why should she stoop down for anything? She's waiting for her food like a regular customer. That nigga was the one yelling. He was in the wrong, period. No matter what.
Yeah, but honestly,
because he stepped away.
And what Jzabel is saying, women need to stop going back and forth with men.
No.
Like
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
No, what you were saying that said on the websites, on the other posts.
Black men around America.
It's not just black men, period, right? White men probably feel the same way too. Women do not have this is an unsafe space for this lady.
I think it's a personal problem with him though.
But let me tell you how she knew. Let me tell you how the verification that she knew it was a safe space. The reports are that she texted her son to come in.
And that's false. She never texted her son. He was sitting in the car. He came in and she told him to go in the car. That's what she was telling him. Like, go back and sit in the car. Go back and sit in the car. And the dude was like, who need to go in the car? Say one more thing and I'm gonna knock your ass out.
Yeah,
Say
doing
one
too
more
much.
thing, I'm gonna knock your ass out. Hold on, let me
Nobody
just.
was worried about him. He wanted to be all about him. She was trying to get her food and leave. He's harassing her.
I mean, we don't see the whole. I didn't see all that. I'm just talking about from what I see right now.
Look,
Listen to
This is
when
an
she tells
unsafe
her
thing.
son. Listen to when she tells her son to get back in the car.
If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh, here you go, right here.
Get your food.
What is it?
Nate. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing.
At one point, she did say, "Go get back in the car." I don't know.
Yeah, after he had already shot him.
no,
But
it's
this,
another
no, before. This is the part that I don't understand right here. He's talking to her. He could simply just turn around and walk away.
Right.
He launched.
Correct.
Look how he launched this punch.
Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Like he gave his foot space.
and then he did it again.
Foot space. So he would have hit me that first time. See, that's how I walk with a knife. I would have stabbed his ass.
So
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't have no sympathy for the dude. I don't have no sympathy for that dude, but I am gonna say, like I do agree. Women, y'all gotta stop. She should not have been in that position. Women gotta stop putting themselves in these type of positions, bro. That's
So you
dangerous.
saying she should have never went and got her
I
food?
disagree.
No, that's not true.
And I'm gonna tell you why I disagree.
Shit.
That
Alright,
lady
so you
had
have-
all the right to go and stand in line and get her food that she was.
That you do, but you don't got the right to sit there and argue with a man that you already see is combative.
I don't even think she was
Don't do
arguing,
that.
though.
Just let
That's
that
the
shit.
difference. She was arguing.
Oh, what you mean you don't see her arguing? She's definitely arguing.
She wasn't. No, he was. You know when people argue, they yell. He was the one mad.
She was standing on the ground.
No. There's you do understand that there's a such thing as passive aggressiveness, right?
Yeah.
And you can choose a condescending tone that actually, with most men, women don't understand that there's a condescending tone that women use that infuriates men to another level.
Right.
That
was his problem. Right. Exactly.
But you don't have to deal with it. Like
He had a
it's one of
personal
the situations.
problem. He had a personal problem for, I don't know how she was talking. Like I said, he wasn't right. Because if he had a mother where he punched his mother for talking to him like that, yeah, he just don't know better. Period.
I guarantee you do got a habit of beating on women. Well, had a
I
habit.
guarantee. He had a record, of course.
What you say, Brad Stacker?
I said I can guarantee you he had a habit of beating on women.
Correct.
He looked like he got away with it plenty of times. Like he didn't know better. Like, yeah, he met the right one today. You feel me?
Yeah, that's it.
That was it. Yeah. he met one who, and listen, I'm not gonna deny the fact that she understood what she had at her arsenal. She understood that what she had behind her. But I'm also going to stick to my position that we have to stop being in these situations in the beginning. They can all be prevented. This could have been prevented. You ask, should she have not gotten her food? Well, if I get to that front counter and realize my food isn't ready, I don't have to stand there and argue with another patron in there.
Let me ask you this question.
He was probably distracting her. Like I said, he had a personal problem. That was his fault. She didn't do nothing wrong at all. It was all him. It was all him.
Let's look at everybody else that was in there. I'm gonna talk about the community for a second, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's in that establishment at this point, no one stepped in to try to do anything to de-escalate the situation.
Exactly.
And that's what I got with as far as our community. We want to sit around and record, videotape shit, whatever like that. So we can't actually try to de-escalate the situation or calm the situation down. You know. I know that.
You know why though, right?
Get into it with nobody else but a female.
But you do understand why though, right?
Yeah,
no one jumped in.
It's cool. And the guy.
No. I'm talking about. It's not that they think it's cool. It's every fucking day behavior that they see.
So I don't know.
Well, I know.
If I walk outside, listen. I'm gonna put it like this. I used to live in apartments before I moved down to Georgia. I used to live in apartments, right? And every day, my friends, they would come over. We'd all hang out. We'd all party. We'd all drink and shit. And they would just throw their bottles out on the ground. I'm like, yo, pick that up. Trash can way over there. They're like, nigga, somebody already threw that trash in the ground, man. What you talking about, boy? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My same friends come visit me down here. Where the trash can at?
I feel you.
If you're used to seeing something, you're desensitized to it. And the reality of it is,
It's not. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that, and I'm gonna tell you why. So
He's speaking. He throws something in the trash right now.
I'm from, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the city, whatever, like that. And I know for a fact, if you disrespect like one of these women or older people in these hoods, they gonna deal with you. You're not gonna let that pop off like that.
Oh yeah.
the right hood.
Most
The right
hoods, I
hood.
know.
Yeah, the right hood. The right hood. Because
Yeah,
we've had a lot of video footage of not just DMV area, but around the world where old ladies are getting attacked all the time by younger men, black men.
That's where it comes back to where you saying customer service. No, he wasn't. He didn't have customer service because that Chinese man could have said something, and the old man could have said something too.
I don't feel like
No one's gonna say nothing.
Nobody should risk there. It's too many situations where people are trying to defend people and they're not going home to their family. It's not their responsibility to jump in that altercation. It's really not.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. If those people felt like that woman was in danger, right? Because we only got the short end of the argument on video. But we don't know how that shit started. And if we're looking at a black woman that feels empowered or being powerful going up against a black man, we're not stepping into that. It's only when you feel like someone is the weaker person that people step in.
I think that's why he thought it was okay because no guys were saying nothing. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
She was kind of like.
I believe he thought it was okay because of the environment that he's in. Chicago, those women are just as much killers as the niggas.
Right, I feel you. So that comes back to when you say the professional.
And mind you, the gun that was used to kill her was her gun. The gun that was used to kill her was her gun that she left in the car, and her son picked it up when he heard shit what was going on.
You felt comfortable that I could go in here and grab my food and come out and not have to worry about stuff.
Exactly.
She got the gun in the car just in case maybe she get carjacked or something like that. It's not that when I go get my food, I will get salted and battery and stuff like that.
He tried to can I say something? Oh my God, that's so true. What's your name? I can't see.
Where's that?
William? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's so true. Because she tried to she could have got her son to beat him up right there, but what she said, no, go back in the car because she didn't want nothing to happen. She just wanted to get her food and leave. The nigga telling her to get her food, sir, you see my food's not done. Who are you telling to get my food? Is you dumb? Is you retarded, baby? There's no food right here for you to get. So now you just stand up. Like,
so do you agree?
She would have been like, come here, son, do this right there. But no, she didn't even want her son to hear that. You know why? Because she wasn't hoping nothing could get like that. So it was his mindset, not hers.
Yeah.
She didn't have nothing.
Do you agree? Do you agree that even your tone and how you said with how she could have carried the situation, could be taken as disrespect or a certain way of intimidation?
No,
he's a man. What happened to men? We don't have men anymore. We have boys that want to be girls. I'm so sick of men.
That's not true.
Like instead of it, like y'all take this equality thing and take the manhood of being masculine outside of your body. He's a man. He should not even. As soon as it got chaotic, he should have walked away.
Correct. I mean, he should have walked away, but like I said, she could have walked away as well. You know what I'm saying? They both could have walked away. She chose to stand there and go toe to toe with that man, and whatever the case may be, she could have easily been like, all right, whatever. All right.
She had more right to do that than him. She was not wrong. She could stand there like a regular civilian, like a regular person, and wait for her food in the line. He was the one out of pocket because in a restaurant,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
So she did not do that. Actually, she wasn't in the wrong. If you have to feel like
no, Dream Chaser.
Then that's why people.
Dream Chaser, I 100% agree with you.
I know. I'm just saying.
But
I'm telling you.
it's the stance. It's the stance, right? If you take a stance that I can do whatever I want, right? if you
But she
take the
didn't know
stance
it was
that
going to get
I'm
that
in
wild, right?
position,
Remember, like, how would she know he
yeah,
was
if you take,
pregnant? At that point, it was
if
pissed
you,
off because why would she even think, oh, this nigga's about to hit me? But like he said, if you say one more word, what you think I'm gonna shut up? Because you said shut. You're not my nigga. You're not my father. Why would I listen to you? Why would obviously he's a crazy man? Why would he listen? Why would she listen to a crazy man? That don't even make sense. So I'm gonna wait
so
till
if you take that stance, that's a defensive
that.
stance.
Yes, that's why everybody is on his ass and no one cares because he was dead wrong.
All right, I got a
Well,
quick
no one cares because he
question.
punched the mother in the face multiple times. He
Dead
tripped out.
wrong.
I got a
Dead
quick
wrong.
question for you guys. It seems to be some type of equilibrium between single black mothers and violent and degenerate black boys. Do you feel like there's some type of correlation between the two?
Yeah.
Feel like
If
single
you
black
mean, if you
mothers
mean,
are raising more
a
violent,
protector,
degenerate black men as opposed to
yeah, no, it's
upstanding?
not more violent.
Correlation.
It's not more violent, but they have more of a protective instinct about them. It's not violent. It's just more so I'm the man. I have to take care of my shit. I have to make it home. My mama needs me.
I don't know. I think
I have to kill my brother because he said F my best friend.
Now, I mean, like when my father was home before he went to jail, I was that type. I was real passive. I didn't really get into too many fights. You know what I'm saying? Like if I did get into a fight, it had to be because like really bad. But when my father went to jail and it became like you're the man of the house, like you have to take care of your mom, you have to take care of your sister. Oh, you best believe it. These things was getting thrown if you even looked at us wrong. I was on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So it took it to another level when, especially if you don't have a dad, right? And if your mother got brothers, if your mother got a father still in the picture, they're instilling all of these things in you that is just going to take you to another level. You 14 walking around with your chest out.
Well, all right. So my stance on it is that from like a certain period of time, like a kid is more susceptible to learn. They're gonna learn from whatever they see. They soak it up like a sponge. So you're trying to raise the kid to be a particular thing. A man, you're trying to raise a kid to be a man. But you're not a man. You know, genetically, you're a female, whatever like that. Your
Breaking up.
Oh my bad. Your chemical biological makeup is different.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't necessarily tell this man how to be a man, not a man.
Yeah.
That's like,
but you know what the problem is?
That's like a cat raising a dog. You know, our father is living. A dog is gonna have the mindset. You gonna mess that dog up if you start acting like a cat. That's totally, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Kids are emotional. They don't have any confidence. You know, they're not being taught patience. They're not, they don't be bullies or anything like that. They're taught to react because what they see their mom react. They see mom on the phone about whoever, because she's upset. They see the behavior they see. Mom
and they hear.
Oh, you're gonna be tough. You're gonna be a man. I'm gonna make you a man. She's making him her idea of a man.
And what's exactly there it is.
So I mean that's pretty much it. So you're not actually raising a man. You're just,
No, they are raising a man. They are raising a man, but they're missing the key step in becoming a man. You have to go through boyhood, right?
Yeah.
And that's why women have a harder time raising men because they don't know how to do the boyhood part, right? They're skipping them right to the ideal man that they have. Oh, if my man would never do that. My man would cook. My man would clean. My man would be strong. My man, and that's what these kids become. They like, oh, my mom said her man. Oh, this is what a man would be. This is what a man's gonna do. They totally miss goddamn boyhood. The parts that really make you a man, the good fist fights, the good bump. You know what I'm saying? The sports, the damn anything, man. They missing it.
So I know we talk a lot about the problem, but what would be a solution to single black mothers raising better sons?
They need to stop trying to raise them by themselves. You can't do it. Get a black man in your life. I mean, what the fuck? They can be laying down with them, twerking for them, getting them all types of bullshit anytime they want to. Get a nigga, learn how to keep a nigga around to help you raise your damn kid. Because you need it. It ain't no shame in the game. A man ain't around this joint about to be. A man is never gonna act like he don't need no woman to help him take care of a kid.
But how about if a female don't want no other man in their child life?
Well, then she's the problem. Then she's the problem. Then she's the problem. Then she's the problem.
You can't have your kids around everybody. That's not true.
Well,
that's a problem if you're around everybody. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem. If you're a mother around everybody, that's the problem. You're the problem. I'm sorry. You're the problem. If you're a mother around everybody, you're the problem. You're supposed to be starting to settle yourself down and starting to find people that you can put in your son's life that will be influential and can help you make a man out of your son. I'm sorry. Once LeBron James' mother showed everybody how to do it, y'all don't ask. Go ask LeBron James' mother how she did it. She put coaches. She put his best friend's father. His best friend's father became so active in his life.
If the father can't do it, what you think another man could do it for?
Because there are better men. There might be better men than the man that a woman selects to get pregnant by.
You ever heard it takes a community to raise a kid? It takes a village.
There's good men out here.
You ever heard it takes a village to raise a kid?
Yeah, I heard that, yes.
You know why that saying is invented and created? Because it takes a village to raise a kid. Nobody can, like, if it wasn't, like, I could do my job as a father, but if the coach, I still have to entrust coaches. I still have to entrust teachers. I still have to entrust other people.
You gotta pray to God. You go to church. Probably the Christian man, huh?
Hell no. I ain't no Christian man. You just gotta be is this a man that's gotta be a man?
I think females should, like, before you even decide to get serious with a man, just learn more about his upbringing, what he comes from, his values, his character, his parents. What did they teach him? What does he aspire to be, as opposed to I mean, most of these men now, they want to be Instagram models and rappers. So, you know,
well, like you're talking about unestablished men, though. You're not, like, most men in the world are established. They know what they want to be. We keep on focusing on the small percentage of dreamers. That's a very small percentage of men that are dreamers. Most men are on their shit and knowing what they want to do. The problem is most men know what they want to do. The problem when you talk about settling down is a woman 9 times out of 10 is not self-aligned all the time with what a man wants to do or how a man is moving or wants to move. When a man is ready to settle down, he settles down. And with the way that the world is shifting now, it's the same way for women. When y'all ready to settle down, you settle down. When you ready to stop being in the club partying, you stop. When you're ready to start taking care of a man, you show, oh, I can cook. Oh, I can take care of you. But when you just out there, it's F and F. So come on, like, we know what time it is. I'm not, like, in case y'all don't know, Big Six ain't here for it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give y'all no excuses. Nobody, no man, no woman got no excuse, man. Because at the end of the day, J-Money, you crazy. At the end of the day,
yeah, I would agree with that, man.
Everybody has to understand their roles.
And I agree with you.
Now listen, the women only control sex is what you agree with?
Why you agree with it?
The man controls the relationship, like, because a woman, you can't force a man. You could kind of try to force a man to be in a relationship with you, but if he's not happy, he's gonna cheat and do what he wants to do anyway. So, like,
it's only one way a man not happy, though.
When a man's ready to, like, settle down, and, like, that's when you can get him to be faithful or whatever you need him to do. But if that's not what he wants, you can't force a man to want to just change, I guess. I don't know.
Now listen, I'm gonna tell you like this: women 100% control the ability to make a man change. Women 100% control the ability to make a man change.
He said what
a man will settle down in a week with a woman. He be all, I love you. What you
Yeah,
want to
we broke.
do?
Of
Where
course,
you?
if we broke.
Nah, I'm talking about even a nigga with money. A nigga with money be flying these hoes out, thinking that they be doing everything, thinking they about to build a relationship, and they loving them until that woman shows that she ain't ready for that. And listen, y'all have to understand something, ladies. Yes, you may control that, but you are at our mercy when
Pussy
it comes to
power. Yeah.
stand. No, it doesn't really. It doesn't really because that's an abundance, right? That's an abundance. A man is not going to stay where he's not respected or expected. And a lot of y'all women that's where it boils down. They say that I do respect my man. I do respect my man, but you got 1,500 likes on your ass. You know, like come on. But you want your man to be faithful, but you still got your ass online. You still want to do that.
Because that's something I wanted to ask you anyway. Is that a problem? Like,
yes.
Can that be a problem in a relationship if you're
100%.
It's not an Instagram model or a rapper, but most of her pictures online is in underwear in her bedroom or bikini shots or bent over.
How does she think she's gonna get taken seriously?
Let me ask you this question: are you okay with your man with his boxer briefs on showing his dick print? Taking pictures?
I mean, I don't like dudes that's heavy on Instagram. So because I feel like most men I feel like when men model on Instagram, they model for men and women. So that to me,
no, that's not no model. Your man is on, he in the mirror
every day,
flicking it up. And
I would never take a man seriously that's hard on Instagram.
Exactly. And we're the exact same way. And honestly, it's way worse than Instagram for us because it's real life to us, right? Because this is like most women, unless their dude is giving them some bullshit, they're not active on all of his friends' social media. You know what I'm saying? But most guys are active on their male friends' girls' pages, which I think is so weird.
Hold on,
I gotta let y'all guys know.
Most females are not active on their friends' man's pages.
On their man's friends' pages.
But most male friends are active on their girls' pages.
Correct.
That's a fact.
Which is like this world is really shifted to a weird place. I got friends of mine who hit me like this. This is what they say, did you drop a new record? I'm like, yeah, like last year. I just seen it. You know, I don't be on Instagram like that. But yet, this nigga like name under all my wife's pictures and posts. I called him out on it. A real good friend of mine. He said, why you don't never let me know when I said, nigga, fuck you. You talk about you ain't never on Instagram, but I see your name underneath my wife's pictures all the goddamn time, nigga. You weird. You're weirdo. Like niggas is weird. So the thing is, luckily my wife isn't giving them the content like that. But imagine if your wife was giving them that content like that, right? You should let that joke like hot, like bro. Everybody can see this. How can I take this seriously? Especially when you know what's going down. Respect is a key thing. Without it,
I believe so. I definitely believe so. That's the only thing that keeps me from wilding out on Instagram. I be like, I don't like people in my business.
No, you definitely be wilding out on Instagram.
When I go on vacation, but if you just eyeball my page, I'm not on it naked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
correct.
I have clothes on most of the time. Like,
correct. Now, but like honestly, like think about it like this, right? That also plays a part in our dynamic, though, right? Because trips like New Jersey, right, or this anything in business, it makes it easier for me to move, right? When my wife doesn't see that from you, because see, just like we talked about the JT and Ice Spice situation, if there was a reason for why would that get hot? Well, damn, I don't know if I want my dude around the girl whose favorite move is to bend over and grab her pussy. I don't know if I want that if I'm JT. Damn, this bitch is way more sexually active than me. I don't want you around her, Uzi. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand, like, the way that everything is like everything is full circle in how life works. Full circle. This is why Offset gets in trouble with certain women that he work with.
Listen, J Money. Men and women are not equal. Okay?
A woman can be broke.
If a man feels like he's equal to a woman, just go ahead and date a man. They were the same. Just go ahead and date a man.
No. All right, overdrive. But she right though. Your woman, you should stop expecting equalness out of your woman. And listen, y'all should stop being jealous if your woman makes more than you.
I was about to say nothing should be wrong. I mean, as long as you're not naked, it's okay to be feminine. That helps your lady too. Let her enjoy her body, because that's what females do. If they want to be feminine,
not sharing it though. Not sharing it.
Not sharing it. To a certain extent. Like I said, what's the point of having it if you can't enjoy your femininity as a girl? You feel me? So,
but that's what your dude's supposed to be doing.
What do you mean femininity? Like, provocativeness or just being feminine?
No, just like a little. It's cute to wear booty shorts. That's not wrong. That's what girls are. Dudes can't wear booty shorts. So if I take a picture in the booty shorts, I'm wrong because I have shorts on. No, but
yes,
we're not saying if you have one picture in booty shorts, you're wrong. But if
it's cheeky, yes, you're wrong.
Over with a bikini top and squatting with your legs open, then you know.
If you're always looking like you're inviting, there's a problem. If you always look like you're open and available and ready, there's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
like,
why are you doing that? I'm right here. Like, stop playing.
And my thing is, like, I tell my wife this all the time. If they're not paying you, you shouldn't even post that shit. I don't post no brand I don't wear nothing that's not paying me to wear that shit. This shirt right here is a sponsorship. You know what I'm talking about? Everything I wear is a sponsorship. I don't play that shit. I got shit in here from all types of fucking independent brands and shit. You know, I don't fuck around. I'm not about to give it. Like there's sometimes when you like, all right, women have it way different than men because there's an expectancy with them. But also that expectancy comes with, you know what I'm saying, boundaries and guidelines when you're in a relationship. The same way I'm an artist, and as an artist, we all know there's some things that video collabs, movies, TV shows, whatever, they ask you to do a lot of shit. But if you don't have no standards, you could be caught around doing a whole lot of BS that just be like looking weird. Mm-hmm. Men have a standard. Women have a standard. I just got finished telling these ladies in the chat today, like, why are we so separated when we actually need each other to coexist? The objective is for one to find each other and make some more to do that.
Yes.
We're going through
you got too many guys competing to be a bad bitch. Excuse my language, but you know what I'm saying?
Nah, because the bad bitch is making the money. Brad Stocker?
But the dudes,
come on.
These dudes,
of course not. Of course not. The dudes ain't making no more money no more. The dudes' money is made. The dudes' money is made. That's why the BET Awards last night was so many. I think for the first time ever, it was like 10 female artists performed last night. Mm-hmm. For the first time ever, it was more female performers at the BET Awards than men performers.
That's good. I mean,
it actually made for one of the worst BET Awards ever.
No.
It actually made for one of the worst BET Awards ever.
I mean, it wasn't professional, but it was fun.
It wasn't professional at all because it was ran amok by strippers and goddamn escorts who got bars. What the fuck are we talking about? That's why it didn't look professional.
You're a hater. Don't be talking about my.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not a hater. No, I'm not a hater. Oh, you like and subscribe us at the bottom. Like and subscribe us. All I'm saying is that joke was ratchet time at the Apollo.
Yeah, that should have been
they were. Yeah, they ain't even at the party. They had that shit going crazy at the thing.
I ain't gonna lie.
Shout out Sexy Red did her thing, you know.
Shout out Sexy Red for coming in her lingerie.
Hater. Hater. But yes, y'all, thank you guys for coming on. I do want to share this last clip before we get out of here. It's a clip of Busta, and it's a message to all of you artists out here that's performing. Just listen to what he had to say.
Exactly, J Money. That's all that was.
Y'all messing up the bag. Y'all messing up the energy. I like these fools that run these streaming platforms. You know, we turning the consumer off because there's so much little this and little that going on with you rappers. We're gonna stop that. We're gonna love each other.
Sorry.
These little
Yes. Thank you guys so much for coming to Busta. We got shout out J Money, shout out
Busta Cap, yo.
Dream Chaser. Who else was up in here? AJ.
Dream Chaser, where you from? Dream Chaser.
Thank you. I'm from
Where
Maryland.
you from?
I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of Maryland?
I'm from PG County.
Okay. I'm from Forestville, so you already know.
Shout out Dougie.
All right, so that
so
there we go. You do
much,
music? You do music?
For
You
having
do
me
music
up
or something?
here. Yeah, I'm an artist. I do. Actually, go check out my page, dream._chaser. That's my page. So if y'all want to just know, just stay tuned.
Hey, tell about the 8th. Tell about the 8th of July, man.
What's happening on the 8th of July, my buddy?
8th of July, man. Music department.
Talk to me.
8th of July. Music department. 8th of July.
Oh, I didn't know nothing about that.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Hey, look, so y'all know, right? Like, hey, I've been so busy, dog. The TV show that started.
What's it about? What's July 8th?
Yeah. So the music department is doing a showcase on the 8th of July.
For what, love?
For artists and stuff
I just found. Okay. I'm gonna send some information on your thing.
Give us 6 after the show and everything. We're gonna chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Exchange information and chop it up. Give us 6.
Definitely. All right. Sounds good.
Hey, I'm about to call you right now.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Boss Bitch Radio. I definitely want to come back.
Yes, Dream Chaser, you are more than welcome. We are here each and every Monday at 6 p.m. live. Yes, it was a pleasure having you, Dream Chaser and Brad Stackett. Thank you guys so much.
I appreciate you, Jzabel. Appreciate you.
Shout out y'all Instagrams, and then I'm gonna drop y'all down.
All right. Dream._chaser, the big one, not the little one. Follow me on. I'm about to type it just in case.
You said dream dot?
Yes, ._chaser.
Okay.
Yeah, I just texted. It's kind of, but if you don't get it next time, if you don't get it today, you'll get it next time. I'll be back next Monday.
That's all right. We're going to find you.
I got you. And see you next week. Thank you so much for coming through. Have a great day.
Brad Stacker, my boy. Yeah, all right, so yeah, we got to figure out about that 8th information, but go ahead and tell them where to find you at, my man.
Bet we definitely gonna do that. So Brad Stacker, you can catch me on IG at Skrillington. Catch me on Facebook at William Brad Stacker. You can also catch me on Rumble and YouTube as well. You know what I'm saying? Thank Dad Sportscast. You know, we broadcast on Fridays, little sports and little boxing on Sundays. So that's where you can catch me at. Jzabel, Sixxcess, man. I appreciate y'all, Boss Bitch Radio. You know what I'm saying? All love. Be glad to do it again.
I mean, y'all already know it's always a pleasure when you on, my boy. We always have a good time. You always jumping on the right time too. You always jumping at the right time, boy. I tell you.
Yes, definitely. Thank
and of
you
course
for coming through. We got your Instagram. We got your information. Also, don't forget to
y'all follow my boy Brad Stacker, y'all.
Update Sixx on the event, and Sixx will update the rest of us. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. I know Sixx is not gonna be there. So this one I'm not gonna be at because I'm doing my show. My TV show goes through August.
Hey man, drop on the link, man, so we can tune in for that too.
Hell yeah! All you Roku users, make sure you download your Cluster TV channel. Link is in my bio. Y'all go check that out on the Roller with Sixxcess page. Yeah, man. So next week, maybe J Money will be back. I know he got a few more stops on his extraordinary tour and vacation that he's on. He's enjoying it. Definitely is. Thanks for the stories. They were lit. Jzabel, what you got coming up, dude?
Just working. Make sure y'all check out the website.
Are you reading these comments?
Yeah, I can't. Suki's gonna be here this weekend, so I might come outside. Outside of that, make sure y'all check out the website. Tune into the radio station. Make sure you're following us on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, etc.
etc.
Yeah.
Y'all follow our Spotify, young, and also y'all go run up the Live 365 on Boss Biz Radio channel.
Yes, and JMoney, thank you for coming through. I hope to see your ass next week. If not, I mean, you just stopping through the chat is cool too. You could have hit the link, yo.
Hey, he better not. I don't want to see that nigga in front of no damn palm tree.
Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe while y'all.
That like button, my boy in the palm trees. And Jzabel,
yeah.
I gotta tell you one thing for certain and two things for sure.
What?
Everything that I'm saying out of the DMV from all of these artists, I'm challenging them. I want them to be challenged. And I want y'all to send me y'all videos, send me y'all music, and I'm going to pick one of them to feature. And I'm going to feature somebody's video on my TV show. I'm going to pick one probably a week to feature. So I want y'all to send me the joints, and I'm going to see what I can do to help y'all. This one artist told me he wants to do organic, and I laughed at him. But we're going to talk about that next week. Organic versus manufactured. And then we also still have to get into the topic that we've missed. What is loyalty versus unity?
I thought we covered that. That was weak. That was
no, we missed it. We still missed it because we've been waiting on JMoney to get back. He won't freaking come back off the road.
Okay, yeah. So JMoney, keep us posted, and we'll definitely get into that. Let me see these comments. What do you say? Nice support. Thanks to Slow. Boomerang. Yeah, JMoney, I'm just not even messing with you.
I ain't gonna count to you. This is the best show on this is not just the DMV though, is not just the DMV. This is the best damn podcast in the world. Hey, yes,
welcome to the session.
And we are live.
What it do?